I'm all for America. I live in America. I'm representing America right now, okay? But when it comes to our tobacco, I gotta say, I think we're losing the race to Sweden. You guys see a freaking fly in here? I apologize for that. Pooped in here. It's like 6 weeks ago. I don't remember where. I was drunk. But I still smell it. My name is Outlaw. What's cracking, y'all? Yellow. Today, we are going to be comparing two different styles of snus. And yeah, we're talking about snus today, not snus. All you mother truckers out there that say snus are a little sus, I gotta say. American snus versus Swedish snus. We got Skoal Snus Mint versus General Snus Mint. Now, General is actually the only Swedish brand of snus allowed to be sold in the US. Now, it's probably because of our absolutely ridiculous system, which I've explained before on this channel, and it's the same reason why the Outlaw brand cannot sell tobacco no more, like we used to. And I think we made some of the best, in my opinion. Back when America was free, and small business owners like myself could live our American dream and chase it. Chase that freedom and do what we like, do what we love. But no! Some Democrats got into office and freaking royally screwed us! And gave the government more freaking power. The FDA and all this. God, I could go on for days. I apologize. We're going to stick to the freaking... anyways, we're doing General Snus today versus Skoal Snus. Now, it's been like 7 years, it's 6 or 7 years since I've had Skoal Snus. Interesting thing about Skoal Snus, I don't know how many times it's been introduced, but you could get Skoal Snus in like, I think it was like the early 90s or the 90s. Oh, we'll try to put a picture up here. I remember seeing this on shelves way back in the freaking Disney before the warning labels even. Skoal was actually the very first company in America to run pouches with their Bandits line. And now we got Skoal Snus back. The only Skoal Snus I have seen in many years is just the mint. I can't even remember or begin to tell you the other flavors. Generally, you got 4 different flavors in America that are sold. You've got your mint, you've got your classic, you've got your original, which is like a tobacco taste. I think, no, maybe that's the bergamot one, maybe there, anyways. And then the other one is... wintergreen? Yeah, I think it is. Can't be for sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. By the way, like, there's barely any wintergreen flavors in Sweden with all the Swedish companies over there. The only one I can really think of right now is like Jacobson's, and the Moose came out with a wintergreen kind of one. But wintergreen flavor isn't huge over in Sweden and Europe, okay? That's like a big American thing. I think that's obviously because of our moist snuff has always been, you know, American. You see, I got Copenhagen wintergreen and Grizzly wintergreen and all that, which actually the wintergreen flavor even didn't really peak. Copenhagen didn't even have a wintergreen flavor until 2009, 2010. Skoal was obviously the first wintergreen way back in 1934 to come out with it here in America. But anyways, I'm getting into a bunch of, we got to start cracking these some dicks. Now, here's why I personally think General's going to win. One, because they've been making it a lot longer than Skoal has. Apparently, Skoal pasteurizes this. Oh, by the way, brand new freaking cans. Look at that. You can see the pouches through the bottom. Got to love that. General ain't got that. No, General ain't got that. But this is one thing I love about General. When you open a General can, look at that star formation, folks. Look at that gosh dang star formation. It's absolutely beautiful. The machine that does that costs more than our freaking lives, folks. Let's go ahead and put, now here's one thing about General that I will note. You can tell that it's a pasteurized product. And when I say pasteurized product, the thing that makes it snus is that it is a pasteurized product. It's a steam-cured product, okay? Where your regular moist snuff and chewing tobaccos and things like that are going to be a fire-cured product or a fermented product. So there's a little bit of a difference there, and the steam curing process actually lowers the pH, lowers the nicotine amount a little bit, but it lowers the carcinogens as well. But being a steam cured product, when you get your pouch, you're gonna have to plump it up a little bit. You have to plump it up because the tobacco is gonna be very sticky. If you've ever seen loose snus before, I should have brought a can out here, but it's very sticky and tacky and clay-like, where moist snuff is, you know, like your Skoal, Copenhagen, long cut, fine cut, snuff is going to be, I can't even say the word snuff because that refers to in a lot of different ways as well. But that is going to be not as sticky, not as pliable. It's more like your leaves. This one is going to be very clay-like I said. So plump up your pouches. I'm talking a lot. I can't freaking help it. It's just, get the fuck. You gotta find that shit. Literally. It was like, dude, it was a while back. I freaking just drinking freaking Yellow Jackets in here. And the General Snus feels already in the upper decker. Feels great. It feels good. Immediate burn right away. No, not burn, but you know what I mean? Like a tingling sensation from the menthol or the mintiness, whatever flavoring they choose. And it sits very soft in the lip. Also with snus, because it is steam cured and because it is pasteurized, you don't have to spit. Now, when you see Copenhagen actually just come out with their spit-free pouches, I believe that is going to be Copenhagen's pasteurized version of a snus, which I have still yet to find. When I do find it, I'll make a video on it. I'm definitely interested to see what that's all about. Obviously, you have Skoal, you have Camel. These are American brands. Skoal, Camel, Copenhagen. And Copenhagen actually had Copenhagen snus cans. Maybe they just wanted to get rid of the snus altogether and just say spit-free now. Maybe to compete with guys like Zyn and stuff like that. Not to say that like Zyn is a guy, but like it could be a woman too. So not trying to discriminate against your sex. Actually, I don't really care. You very bad. I almost got you. It's on my microphone. I almost slapped your freaking earlobe, dude. Apologize. Rest in peace, everybody. Okay, I think I'm going to actually just kind of leave this in possibly and throw in the Skoal Snus. Let's go ahead and crack this some dick. Now, one thing that Skoal Snus does have going for it is, well, kind of a cool bottom there where you can see the snus packets. Actually, over in Sweden, we call these portions. Now, one thing in the difference of American snus and Swedish snus is General Snus and Swedish snus in general. They don't call them pouches, they call them portions. You can see that on the can. In Skoal Snus, you will see spit-free tobacco pouches on there. But in Sweden, they call everything a portion, and in America, we call everything pouches. All right, let's crack this some dick here. Another thing that Skoal has going for it, like I was saying before I really interrupted myself about 8 times, sheesh, is that Skoal Snus seems to be a little bit cheaper, at least here in Colorado. I paid, you know what, let me grab my receipt, because I don't want to lie to you, okay? Not going to be a fibber. Here. $8.04. And can't remember exactly what I paid for General, but it was over $9. Okay? On the lower end of over $9. Pretty freaking ridiculous. Now, obviously General is coming from Sweden. Skoal made in the U.S., from what they say. So, what does it say? 100% American tobacco? Let's see here. Let's see what it actually says. It's been a while. How to snus. Place directly under your upper lip. Enjoy without spitting. Lasts up to 30 minutes. Well, I hope it lasts longer than that. Okay, it doesn't say if it's 100% American tobacco, but the General says 100% premium imported tobacco. The Skoal doesn't say that anywhere. I'm assuming it's going to be American tobacco, but who cares? Let's just get right into it. Here we go, folks. Okay, there's your Skoal pouches. You can tell they're a little bit bigger and definitely more plump than this is like an actual pillow. That is like an actual pillow right there. A lot more plump. These pouches are like definitely a gram. Let's do the math here in our head. How many grams is this can in this can? Yeah, so these, actually it tells you 0.85 ounces on the portions. So these are 0.85, just under a gram. And I bet you anything, these Skoal Snus, let's just go ahead and throw a little pillow in. A lot bigger. I bet you're going to notice a difference in my upper lip here once I throw this subnick in. Oh yeah, dude. It's so much bigger on this side. We're getting frickin' scientific, folks. I'm digging the translucent can, though. That's pretty frickin' cool, man. Only time I really seen that was with White Fox, which is a nicotine pouch company over in Europe, or over in Sweden, I believe. Maybe it's Denmark or Zimbabwe. Yeah, I missed him. Yeah. One thing I notice about these portions, it is not clay-like. It is a little bit softer than like what you would probably feel in your moistened Skoal pouches, you know, your like berry pouches or whatever they have now. I'm assuming this is pasteurized because they promote spit-free. Pasteurization is going to make it a softer-like substance, but steam cure it to where it's not going to need to be spit as much. Anyways, this shit is freaking not as clay-like and just kind of feels like more dry, ground-up tobacco inside. You can even see it a little bit there on the edge, maybe. You looking at it? Don't get me wrong, I like the plumpness of this pouch. I think it's beautiful, and it's very soft. It feels very soft in my lip, even though it is a bigger pouch, which I was going to check how big these suckers are. I'm assuming if there's 15 pouches, it's going to be 15 grams, probably, because they're... Okay, so it's 16 point... Wait a second. No, so these are 1 gram portions, because it's a 24 gram can. So these are 1 gram portions in here, and this is 16.5 grams. There's no... How many pouches are in here? 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so... There's 15 pouches. There's 16.5 grams. Okay, I can't do the math, but it's a little over a gram a pouch. So they're a little bit bigger. They weigh a little bit more. God dang, man, I haven't worked that hard since 8th grade. I'm getting a little bit of that, menthol hit, a little bit of that, like a little bit lip burn in the lip with both of them. A little bit more pronounced in the General. The General is very soft. It feels good. The pouch material and the things they use, it feels good. Now, it definitely does have that clay-like texture, so people who aren't going to plump it up, it's going to feel a lot harder in your lip, but you need to plump that tobacco up. You got to get it moving and grooving, baby. The Skoal is already, it's like they're trying to promote to Americans who are already used to pouches like this. So it's different. You're never going to find a Swedish snus that's like this. All Swedish snus portions you're going to find that are pasteurized, obviously, because it's snus, is going to be that clay-like material where it's going to be, you got to plump it. You got to plump your pouch, okay? We're fancy around here. Pinky extended. Start talking like, what kind of accent is this? It's kind of like Japanese. Skoal snus is not going to have a catch lid whatsoever on it, but it is going to kind of have a cool can. I'll give it a point for that. General, you are going to have a catch lid right there on top. Dude, honestly, the price goes to Skoal. They're beating you there, okay? Now, I don't know nicotine amounts in these exactly. I probably could have found it somewhere. But I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit less in the American snus. That's actually why a lot of Swedish snus doesn't come into America, is because their nicotine amounts are a lot higher than ours. And the FDA and the government don't want that, because they want to freaking control everything. Here we go. You want to go down this rabbit hole again? No. But all in all, I think the quality of the General is a little bit better, and I like the feel of it a little bit more in my lip. Now, I do really like the plumpiness pillows of the Skoal snus, just a little bit big for a snus. I just like how simple it is, and maybe it's because I'm so used to doing a lot of different Swedish portions, but like, come on, dude, I feel like with the star formation, it just already wins. But you are going to have to pay a little bit extra for it. 1, because it is imported from Sweden, and 2, well, you do get a couple more in this one, so that might offset the pricing a little bit as well. But when you're dealing with General, which is owned by Swedish Match, and all of Swedish Match products are pretty freaking legit, except Zyn, because Zyn, every time you open a freaking can, it's just like it's like there's just a bunch of freaking Coke powder in the bottom, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, stay in the freaking pouch, dude. You guys are a mess over there. Other than that, their products are of the utmost quality, and I absolutely love them. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're looking for a pouch, the best pouch that is sold in America, General is it. And they have 4 different flavors you can choose from. But as far as a high quality, artsy, fartsy, beautiful style pouch portion, snus, whatever you're looking for, General is it for America. That's what wins for me today. Skoal snus, keep trying. You're definitely good, but if I never have had General before, I would say Skoal snus is definitely better. I like it a lot more than Camel, I'll give it that. I guess I'm just trying to say is Sweden invented the snus. I think it's pretty obvious who's going to win, American snus versus Swedish snus. And pretty much all of our tobacco products here in America stemmed, no pun intended, from Swedish snus. So, I mean, the Swedes have it up on us. And thank you to the Swedes for giving us what we know and love today as our moist snuff and chewing tobacco. We love it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the gosh dang digits here on Outlaw Outdoors. I know We just been freaking uploading like crazy over here because, well, Outlaw is now, my main channel, Outlaw, is now like my official music channel where all of my music and everything will be published over there. And YouTube likes it better that way, me separating it. So I hope you guys enjoying it, man. I hope you guys enjoying the gym vids, the truck vids, all that kind of stuff. We're just trying to do a whole bunch of different things over here, trying to see what you guys like best. So, you know, if you guys like something, a video like this, where I'm kind of going in depth on some dips, or if you guys like the working out stuff better, you guys just let me know in the comments below. And also, if you guys do have general in your area, it'd be nice to know how much you guys are paying for this, because, you know, upwards around here is about $10 a can. Oh, and they used to carry this in refrigerators. They used to, when they used to go into gas stations, they used to put this in refrigerators, and you see it very rarely anymore. I used to see it all over the place, and now maybe they're cutting some spending, something like that, and now you don't see it in the fridges. But when this was in a fridge, I absolutely loved it. You say, hey, can I get a can of General? Oh, he opens up that fridge, and the can's a little cold. It's a little bit of icicle in your hands. I love it. You drive home freaking on a hot summer day, you put that some dick in between your legs, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, you best call my mama. My name is Outlaw. And I'm out, y'all. I'll see you on the dip side. Or should I say, the snooze side.